Well, Andrea, here we are in St. Peter's Square, and we've known each other for 21 years. No, 22.
Something like that.
And what is it that strikes you about this St. Peter's Square?
Well, I got to know this square or piazza very well when I was working for you for Inside the Vatican magazine, which he founded over 30 years ago. And that's what brought me to Rome. I lived over there on that side of the Vatican, and I had to cross over the piazza every day to go to the Inside the Vatican office on the other side of the Vatican. And so I once wore stiletto heels, never again, because there are cobblestones here with spaces in between them. They're called San Pietrini, Little St. Peter's. And what I enjoyed, besides getting stuck in the cobblestones, was hearing the accents from people all over the world. I would say that this is the most international space in the world. It's a tiny little space. It's embraced by these colonnades. The people are embraced by the colonnades. It is round with the obelisk in the middle, an incredible facade to gaze upon, and everyone just mills about looking at the sights. So I got to know this piazza quite well thanks to the work that I did and where I lived on that side, crossing over to this side. You also have crossed this piazza countless times. What do you love about it?
I like it when it's evening time. I love to set appointments here. Say, let's meet by the obelisk. And so I'd like to say to our listeners, let's meet by the obelisk. And when we're here, we are at the intersection of eternal currents, and in the human sense, at some of the most ancient and profound of human history and human seeking. The Egyptians, we have the Egyptian obelisk here, the Romans who brought the obelisk here, St. Peter who's buried under the basilica, Constantine who converted to Christianity, all the centuries of the Middle Ages when pilgrims came. This was the linking point for all Europeans. Once in their life, they would try to come to Rome and cross this piazza. And the Renaissance, when the popes built this new basilica, and they tried to raise money for it in Germany, sparking the Protestant Reformation. And then we've had 500 years since, and the church remains. The German soldiers were just around this piazza during the Second World War when they were in Rome from September of 1943 to June of 1944. And the Vatican Monsignors would be inside the Vatican, they would walk out, and the German soldiers would be guarding these openings at the end of the colonnade.
Yeah, this piazza has been the stage for 2,000 years of world history, and what has happened in this piazza has resonated throughout the world, impacting world history as well.
Yeah, I remember.
Caput Mundi.
Yeah, I remember 2005, Pope Benedict was elected. I was standing just about here watching him come out on the balcony. 2013, actually I was on a TV studio just down the street with Fox News when Pope Francis stepped out on this balcony. I know, it's very strange. So, here we are in St. Peter's Square. You came here as a young journalist, 2002. Now we're in November 2023. It's getting close to Christmas. Where do your thoughts turn over these 21 years?
Well, when I came to write for Inside the Vatican magazine all those years ago, I really didn't think I was going to stay as long as I have. But Rome gets under your skin. And I think when pilgrims come here for the first time, they think, oh, I'll see the sights, I'll go to St. Peter's, I'll go to the major basilicas, but the story doesn't end there.
Oh.
And it didn't for me either. In fact, I had a hard time leaving.
Well, what is your story?
Well, I came to write for your magazine. I then wanted to be sent on assignment to the Middle East, but somehow that didn't happen. I ended up staying here and married a Middle Easterner here. So I've been here ever since, and now I would not want to live anywhere else in the world. Rome has become Caput Mundi for me, the center of my world.
Caput Mundi, the head of the world. And then some other people came into the world.
Yes, we had 4 children, and they also have been influenced by Rome, and they know Rome really well. And then we have countless pilgrims and students come to actually live with us, and we get to introduce our love of Rome to them. So it nourishes our love and appreciation for Rome every time we have new people come here, and then seeing old friends and talking about memories and how Rome has changed our lives just reinvigorates us and makes us feel very privileged to be here.